Hi guys, I am Ankit. In the previous tutorial, we set up this project named Sample. In this tutorial, I want to go on a couple of things about the environment and this workspace. First, I would like to mention this thing. This is our Sdk Manager, which has the logo of Android and a download kind of a button. There's one package more we need to install. Let's click on this and install that. This is our Sdk Manager that we used in our second tutorial to configure by clicking on configure. This is the extras that we need to install: Intel x86 Emulator Accelerator. What this helps us do is it speeds up the emulator. Actually, emulator is a virtual device which we get on screen, and it helps us to see what is the app, how it's running. And if a person does not have an actual real Android phone, then this can be used. So it takes up a couple of minutes or maybe longer to start. So this helps it get accelerated and make our process even faster. So click on this and let's install this package. Accept the license and click install. This won't take much time, like a second or two. And this will make our emulator run much faster. Let's close this now because we are done loading packages. Okay, another way to go to Sdk Manager is click on Tools, Android, and here is our Sdk Manager. Next, what I want to tell you is some of the errors that you might be getting. To eliminate those errors, what you can do is go to Files, go to Project Structure, and here is the SDK location and JDK location. Make sure if you have some errors, check on these and make sure that these are put correctly. To change this, you can click on these three dots and then locate where these are placed, and make sure that in JDK location the end one is JDK and the version, and in SDK we have SDK in the end. Okay, so this is one thing. If you are getting errors, you can try this and your error may get removed. Another thing that I would like to tell you is the AVD Manager. AVD is short form of Android Virtual Device. So clicking on this, we will launch our AVD Manager. Another way to do this would be go on Tools again, Android, and AVD Manager. Let's go via this only. Now these two, mostly you will see these two already made for you, and I started one of these by clicking this, and here it is. Now it is taking a lot of time and till now it's not running. We cannot see our application. So what I did, I went on and make a custom one for me and change the resolution. Suppose this has a resolution of XHDPI, so this is very high density pixel resolution. I made one which has a medium density pixel resolution, and this runs a little faster. So let me tell you how you can make this virtual device. If you are able to run this and this starts running, then it's great. Otherwise, what you can do is you can make a virtual device which is of low resolution, and most probably that will run much more faster. So what you can do is click on Create Virtual Device. Now here you can choose any one that you like. I will be choosing one that has a density of MDPI. So let me choose this one, and then what I can do is click on Next. Now if you want to change the API level, you can change, and you need to download the SDK Manager for this to happen. So best is you stick with Lollipop, and we are done with it. You need to choose this and then you will be able to go to Next. Now here I had this one. Here is the error. You can only contain A to Z this and these kind of symbols, so we cannot have this here, and we cannot have, and it's telling me that this is the one that I already exist. So let me make it as 5.1.1 tutorial And now let me create it. Finishing it, we will have this made. You can also go lower than MD PI, but I would recommend this is a good deal. This is fair enough. If you have a low processor, you can go even further lower resolution, so it will run a little faster. Now let me run this. Click on this play button. So it's starting our AVD manager. And let me close this one, the one that I already had open. One thing with emulator is it takes time to get started for the first time. So please be patient with it. Also, emulator takes time to get started because it's building a whole new device for you. It's running your project, installing your project. So it takes a little time. While this emulator is starting, let me tell you another thing. Go to AVD Manager. And let me tell you in this one, which is a clone of this. Click on this pencil to edit it. Make sure you check host GPU. If you have a graphic card, this will make your emulator run and start much more faster. So let's cancel this. So we have our emulator open here. Drag the screen above to open it. If you are on Apple, if you use iPhone, it is a little different process. So just drag up and it will open. To read this, I'm clicking all on OK. I know what is this. Now go on your workspace. Click on this button, triangle. This tells the workspace to run this app on our emulator. And it will actually ask on which emulator you want to run. Let's wait that to come. And you can see that something is going on here. There's a spinning circle here. So something is going on. So don't feel that nothing is going on, it's stuck or something. So here it asks us to choose a device. So we will choose a running device, which is this emulator. Highlight it and click on OK. Let's go on our emulator and see. And it automatically runs. You don't have to click something. So sweet, we have our sample app running and we have our hello world, which is same as this. In next tutorial, most probably I will tell you how to run your apps on your actual Android device if you have one.